So, guys, this is part 4 of our deep dive into Dazzler. It ends with us multiverse. There's like theories, and I believe that Opalite, the new video from Taylor Swift, it has a lot to do with It Ends With Us and with the whole drama, telling us the story from Taylor's point of view. I think on a Facebook post, I found this and I wanted to share because um, Taylor actually commented on this part, like the rock, the significance. It says Taylor Swift shares that the video's unique co stars, a rock and a cactus, represent the different ways toxic dynamics drain us, while her character struggles under the weight of an anchor like friendship. Domhnall Gleeson's character, which I believe is Ryan Reynolds, portrayed in the video, navigates the constant sting of a prickly partner. In our metaphor, inanimate objects represent the kind of toxic relationship they're in. I think I'm best friends with this rock who is always weighing me down. Domhnall, he's in a toxic relationship with a cactus where he's getting hurt every day. And this is a quote from Taylor Swift on the Metaphors in Opalite music video. Don't forget thumbs up, guy. Where were we? Oh, yeah. So we were discussing in the last video, we stopped right here. I was thinking that maybe the guy spraying Nope-Alite or Nope-Alite or whatever it is was actually Tom, the Sony exec that was, stalling on Deadpool. But no, no, no. It could actually be, like the media, representing the media too, that it was about to splash no polite on freaking Taylor Swift, and Ryan, or allegedly, lonely guy, whoever it is, came to the rescue. And I love that there's a rainbow in here. I think it's got a significance. I love this, the freak you forever friendship bracelet. Oh my gosh. So towards the end of the video, then you see them sort of like in an audition or something, some sort of competing. Like there are judges, people playing chess. The chess, I mean not chess, checkers, and that reminds me so much of that. The black and white significance and the Hollywood cult. You know what I mean? They have to pitch ideas to people in power, like Tom, older, executives and whatnot, who are the ones that move the checkers. Oh, look, there's a friendship bracelet that, what Ryan usually wears. Anyway, back to this, okay? I am not able to show it because copyright, like Disney is like nitpicky and I ain't going to risk it. But look at the background and the mask, the shape of the mask for her and everything, and the whole pose. I kid you not. Search Taylor Swift, Disney Plus, Dazzler all together and see what image from Disney Plus do you get. You get the same background, the same type of mask, and a similar look. Why are her sweatpants glittery, dazzling? Are they pitching this to execs? And just a reminder that the whole video has this Barbie color vibe. And remember Thumbs Up Guy? Thumbs Up Guy. Rocking Cactus Mary in a small intimate ceremony after meeting through a polite. I feel like they're the same person. Stapler is happily single and has been working through its possessive codependent tendencies in therapy. Stapler, is that kind of like an like a stalker? Somebody with stalker tendencies? But the whole therapy thing, doesn't it remind you of, like, that the whole spiel that Ryan Reynolds talks about, how he went to therapy in Arizona and, like, conflict resolution BS? Out of all actors in the whole wide world, why him? And why the Barbie look in the freaking video? Because it was a reference, in my opinion, allegedly, to Barbenheimer. Taylor references, thinking about boyfriend's past, And then she goes like, my brother used to call it eating out of the trash. It's never gonna last. And trash, you see that in the Opalite video, like at the beginning, there's trash or a trash can. Which reminds me, there was like in 2020 maybe there or something like that, or I don't remember when, but Ryan Reynolds made a commercial with I think it was in 2020, and there was like a trash can like on fire, and there was a scooter, like a reference to Scooter Brown, um, by the trash can, and it was the devil trying to date like for Match.com or something like that. So there was an Easter egg there for for Taylor Swift, and that trash can now it's an Opalite, right? And I look at this lyric: when you know, and when you don't, you don't. And all the foes and all the friends have seen it before, they'll see it again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. It ends when it ends. It ends with us. It's a reference, in my opinion, allegedly. But my mama told me it's alright. You were dancing through the lightning strikes. Dancing through the lightning strikes. Who dances? Dazzler. What's her power? The light. But also Aliyah. Lightning strikes in Aliyah. You can see like in the lavender cloud right there, there's like some lightning strikes. The sky is dark on one side, but is it opalite on the other side? I mean, here you'd also see like an onyx night, and then you see over here is that purple? Or is that opalite? I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do, but on this new album, isn't there a lyric about sleeping with the fishes, just like in here? Never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite. You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone. You were just a pose. I can see where it could be referring to Travis, but I really think it was more about Ryan. And then we try to love, love. We give it all we got. I mean, keep saying like it ends when it ends. It ends with us, in my opinion. Now, you had to make your own sunshine. You finally left the table, and what a simple thought. You're starving till you're not. And all the foes and all the friends have messed up before, they'll mess up again. Life is a song. It ends when it ends. You move on. And that's when I told you it's alright. You were dancing through the lightning strike, sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite. So pause. I feel like this is kind of like telling Ryan it's gonna be alright. Hey, you gave me a hand. I mean, this very much feels like, he helped her out, cleaned up her reputation. Who knows? Whenever Taylor and Blake met, it was like a year before the whole snake situation with Kim Kardashian, right? And we know that he kind of like put in an Easter egg about Scooter Brown, being right next to the trash in that Match commercial. It feels like they're both dancing right here. Him helping her get into the MCU as Dazzler. Because they gotta convince these people, right? Gotta convince them. A storm inside of teacup, but shelter here with me, my love. I mean, that could be Travis, but I feel like it's talking about Ryan, not in a romantic way. Or who knows? This is just a temporary speed bump, but failure brings your freedom. And I can bring you love, love, love. Don't sweat it, baby. Now remember, Opalite is manufactured happiness, maybe? It's man made. I feel like it's like people have freaked up before. It'll happen. It's happened before. It'll happen again. It's gonna be all right. Sounds like a pep talk to me. But again, I could be totally wrong. However, I 100% think that both the cactus and the freaking rock are Blake Lively's personalities. What both of them experience. One, I mean, Taylor herself was like, this is exactly what it is. Like how like some friendship weighs you down or whatever. And I feel like it's like Taylor experiencing the whole thing as a friend, Ryan experiencing the thing as a spouse, in my opinion, allegedly. And follow because there's more. We gotta do the fate of Ophelia.